નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. Adarsh Education Society welcomes you all here. Let's move ahead in the next portion of the same lesson. Last time we have completed Tom told Ben, and let me paint it little. And now what's the condition, what's the situation that will move ahead? Tom thought, then he means Tom. Tom said, oh, Ben, no, I will not come with you. Aunt Polly wants this fence to be perfect. Aunt Polly, teacher. Aunt Polly, head. Aunt Polly, boss. Aunt Polly, guardian. Aunt Polly, respective person. This work should be completed, but with perfect work, with perfection. If it was the fence behind the house, fence wall is behind the house, how you want that much you can paint, makes no difference. But this fence wall is not behind the house or behind the house wall, it is in the street. બધા લોકો જોવે. If something goes wrong, this will not work out. Why? Because this portion is publicly open for all. All will see, all will observe, all will find out the faults in fencing wall. You could help. This is the matter of perfect work, yeah? Perfect work, yeah? But this fence is beside the street and must be done very carefully. There is not even one boy in 1,000 who can do it well, and so that Aunt Polly selected me to complete it. This is the first sentence. In the examination it can be asked, explain this sentence. There is not even one boy, only Tom. In 1,000 boys who can do it well, and so that Tom told it to Ben. That proves the capacity of Tom. This proves the capacity of Tom. He is a best painter. That thing Aunt Polly searched in Tom, and so that only he is given this work of painting the fencing wall. In this way, Tom Xavier increased his own capacity, proved his own capacity, increased the value of his work. And what's the effect he gets in band? That also you listen. Oh, Tom, let me try. Only a little, yeah? Correct. It requires a perfect work. And Polly trusted you, so that only she gave this work to you. Perfect. Let me try for it. Only a little. Not a lot work I'll make. Little work only I'll make. I'll be careful, Tom. I'll be so careful while painting this wall. I'll give you part of my apple. Apple ખાઉં છું ને. You do one thing. You eat this apple. You give me your brush so that I will start painting this fencing wall. You see how was the view of Ben earlier? That is fully changed with the wordings of Tom. Ben was not ready to see Tom with fencing wall, painting with pens, but Nazara is changed, scenario is changed, and reverse condition happened. Ben was ready in place of Tom to work. No, Ben, I'm afraid if she will see this, she will scold me that you have not done this work perfectly. I'll give you all of it, yeah? Not little apple. Whatsoever apple part I'm having, That part I'll give you. But you do one thing. You give me your brush to paint this painting wall. Scenario is changed. Tom gave the brush to Ben slowly, but with joy in his heart that I have shifted my duty, my work to Ben. How? He represented his work in such a way that others got interest and were ready to perform it. This is the work. And while the boy who a few moments before had been riverboard worker became hot in the sun, Tom was busy with his work. He was ready to go for the swimming. He was himself driving a water boat. In place of that work, he is becoming hot in sunlight. He was painting the fencing wall, and yet he was enjoying this work. And Tom was sitting under a green shadow of the tree. And Tom sat under the tree, eating an apple and planning how to get more help from other friends. How he shifted his work to Ben. Like that, how he can shift his work to other friends. Then how other friends will give him something. How he got an apple from Ben. Like that, he can get different things from his different friends. There was boys in his group. They came along in the same street, stopped there and laughed. કેમ પણ કામ કરવા માંડ્યો ને ભાઈ. Vision is changed. Stopped there to laugh, but remaining to paint. But they all remained there to paint the same wall. ए भाई, आ पेंटिंग करવું ને તો કામ કરવું પડે, 1 રૂપિયો થાય. They were ready. એ ઓલી ગેમ્સ તારી પાસે છે તારે મને દેવી પડે. This is a perfect work yaar. Nazara is changed. Views also will get changed. After Ben, Bill Fisher, it's a name. Bill Fisher, it's an entire name. Bill Fisher also painted it. And Tom is sitting only. Bill Fisher painted it. Then Johnny Miller came. He also painted there. Each one of his friends paid to be allowed to work means to paint the fencing wall. In the middle of the afternoon, Tom was a very rich boy. Once again, this sentence can be asked. Tom was a rich boy before afternoon. Why? He represented his work in such a way that others tempted to get that work, and on behalf of that, they were ready to pay him something. પેલા એને ખિસ્સામાંથી કાઢ્યું, જે કઈ હોય જોઈ લઈએ. કોઈને આપણે કંઈક રૂપિયો 2 રૂપિયા આપી શકીએ તો કોઈ મદદ કરે. But the condition was twisted in such a way that others came, others paid him, and with that collection, Tom was a rich boy by afternoon. Got the idea? He had many playthings. Came, Fisher came, Miller came, and they paid, and he grabbed other things. A small cat with one eye, a piece of broken blue glass, and much more things he had just before the afternoon from his friends. And he had not worked. He was a rich man, but he had not worked yaar. અરે યાર કામ નથી કર્યું તો કામના પૈસા એને મળવા માંડ્યા. યસ. કામની સામે વસ્તુ મળવા માંડી. યસ, why not? A whole fence wall had been painted 3 times, not once. साली एक पूरी करवी मुश्किल थी पड़ती थी. And it was completed 3 times. There was no more paint. With more paint, Tom would soon have owned everything belonging to the other boys, other his friends. And other boys in the village would have owned nothing. જો આમને ચાલુ રહ્યું હોત, જાજો બધો પેન્ટ કલર એની પાસે હોત તો in the entire village there would not be a single boy who is having something. Each and everything Tom would have received from them, and on behalf of that, he would have given chance to him a paint a little portion. This is what. If you have strong desire to work somewhere else, you will move ahead there with your wise action and you will get success. And so that the title is Strong Desire with Wise Action. That is what you will learn here from writing about writing. Tom had discovered a great law of human action. Tom had concluded human mind, human action. What he concluded? A man or a boy will desire something if it is not easy to get. If it is not easy, a man can complete it with a strong desire and with a wise action. यदि चाह हमारे दिल में है तो मिल जाओगे आप कहीं ना कहीं. चाह हमारे दिल में है. If you have strong desire to complete it, मिल जाओगे आप कहीं ना कहीं. Where there is a will, strong will, there is a way. But that way should be with a wise action so that you will get success easily. Got the idea? What's there in this lesson next? That will move ahead with the next period. Till that, thanks to you all. Bye to you all. Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us.